expect me to do?
I don't think you're trying to get. You don't want it. You ain't really trying to get. You don't want it. I don't think you want. Get rich. I don't think you want. Get rich.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We've got the visiting team facing Las Vegas. Now here's Jackson. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. They've got Terry Jones out there with Johnson. Then there's Jackson, and it's Las May in at the 5. Shot by Terry, no good. And here's Las Vegas. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, plagued by foul trouble throughout in that game. I think it just forced them into some rotations that they weren't comfortable with.
Yeah, and you know, the frustrating part, guys, is that's something that can be avoided. You know, you can correct that, but you've got to move your feet and keep your hands to yourself. You've got to show some discipline.
Here's Jones following the basket by Jarrell Wright. Johnson, and he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Here's Diamantidis. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers. And the ball goes out of play and able to keep it in. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Outside Jackson. Pass to Jones. They set the pick. The feed to Johnson. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
And guys, Wesley Johnson, 4th overall pick back in the 2011 draft. Everyone thought he would have the jump shot to become a prolific scorer. And Clark, the length to defend at a high level.
Yeah, you know, in his rookie year, he averaged 9 points a game. Last year, his fifth, he averaged 10. I think it's to the point where he is what he is.
Jackson in the corner. Terry kicks to Jones. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
That's his first personal foul.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
Perry Jones. Taking 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. No good at the stripe this time. Second misses also. Las Vegas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Diamond. TD's the pass to Wright on the wing. Bryant misses the 3. Gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Jackson dishes to Jones. It's Terry outside. Some solid defense from Bryant. Las Vegas leading by 3 from outside the arc. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, poor job defensively, giving him such a clear look at the basket from three-point range.
Now we'll go to Doris Burke, who had a chance to talk with head coach Jeff Hornacek.
Kevin, he thinks this team is such a tight-knit group that it's starting to get to a point where they can read each other's minds. They'll see a guy cutting without even looking up, and it's a lot of fun to watch. Hopefully, the fun can continue, guys.
And thanks as always, Doris. And guys, the emphasis on quality shooting, getting those chances identified by their coach is a key for them.
I think that means they must work as a complete unit out there, cooperate.
If they can do that, they will have success shooting the basketball. I think it's guaranteed.
Here's Terry after the basket by Las Vegas. To the inside. That's tipped. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Here's John Kunis, uses the glass to finish the layup.
Everything going according to the script for them offensively so far.
Clark, shots be falling. That's for sure. They're scoring with a tremendous amount of confidence.
You went straight playground old school there, partner.
And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, you know, that may be the answer for them. But you know what else, Greg? Ultimately, I think because they're getting good shots, they'll make a better percentage of them going forward.
Gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's Jackson. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws.
Las Vegas leading by 5. Over to the left wing. The wide open look here for Wright. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Outside Jackson. Screen by Jones. Jackson kicks to Jones. On the wing, Terry. There's the steal. Right against Jackson. Here's Diamantidis. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Jackson with it. Now Wright defending. Now Jackson. 6 on the shot clock. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Blanketed by the D, fights to the rim for the layup. Kobe's got 5.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
The pass to Terry. He feeds it to Jones. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they need. In that height, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
Terry outside. Jackson in the corner. It's deflected. Diamantidis. Terry covering. That one goes. Count. And it's 7 points for Kobe Bryant.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
The wide open look here for Terry. Off target from outside. Las Vegas leading by 7. On the wing, Bryant. That one wide left.
He's got to be disappointed with himself on that one. He has got to knock those down.
Jackson passes to Jones. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. And first time out of the game called for Las Vegas.
And I think taking a time here to talk things over is a smart idea.
One of the things you want to do is make sure everybody is clearly on the same page with the game plan. And sometimes you need a timeout to make sure that's the case.
So it's Las Vegas now. 4-point game.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about the win 5.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
For Las Vegas, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight. To the paint, here's Skorsenidis. No good. Good work defensively by Jones. Gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Garcia. Pass to Onuaku. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Here's Lito. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And he was 73% from the line a season ago, an average number in that regard.
And it's tied up with that one. Well, Las Vegas shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. There's a good screen. Nice work there coming off the screen.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And, Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Intercepted. Here's Ohio. And it's off from three-point range.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And here's Las Vegas. Passes it to Skortsanitis. Yankunis. And Onuaku pulls it down. Jackson with it. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. And here's the fast break. Bryant leading the way. There's the pass to Yankunis. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. Ohione guarded by Garcia. Here's Ohione. Rebound by Garcia. Gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Jackson has the open look. Connects from three-point range. Jackson's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
Las Vegas calls timeout.
Ladies and gentlemen, Game's team.
Reyes, he's checked in for Las Vegas. Kalinic makes it off the glass. And here's Jackson. Johnson the screen. Jackson drives in. And Wesley Johnson with the slam.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Well, Special K, so many records for Kobe, but one he set last season was most misses all time from the floor.
He passed the great Hondo, John Havlicek, for that title. I'm sure John doesn't mind having him pass him up for that
The
one.
old Buckeye, you're right.
That's
yeah.
right, most misses. But you look at the players on that list, a who's who of NBA stars.
And the second free throw, good.
And, there's all this talk about Kobe now being the leader of missed shots, having that record. But listen, the guys that are in the top 5 of that list, all Hall of Fame players. So you don't miss a lot of shots unless your team trusts you to take them, and you're pretty good.
Gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Here's Lido. He picked up 15 points in their last win against the Rockets in Houston.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Jackson misses.
And guys, a final thought on Kobe. I mean, all the players on that list were heavily leaned on for scoring. I'd take any of the top guys on that list over someone who's afraid to shoot the ball when their number's called. Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start. Sheer, unadulterated power right there. I mean, he ripped it down with both hands.
Absolutely. A resounding dunk.
Just the take no chance slam by the big fella.
Ball's knocked loose. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Shot's good by Samuels. Samuels got his first basket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Ryan in the post. Can't hit from 12. 1 second left. Can't hit. And that does it for the first quarter. The away team leading by 4. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And Celtics head coach Brad Stevens lured away from a very successful tenure with the Butler Bulldogs. He talked about the challenge of making that.
The only hard part of that decision is leaving a place that you really loved for 13 years. I couldn't have left without knowing that it was a place that we were going to stay together and really commit to a process together. And I was sold on that, and I continue to be sold on it.
I wonder if Coach Brad Stevens feels like he's recruiting another college class with all those draft picks locked in his stockpile.
Well, I don't know how he would address that question, but I do know he's feeling real good about his decision. I mean, taking the Celtics to the playoffs in just his second season, I mean, I think he's one of the bright coaching stars in the NBA today. It was the NBA's gain and college basketball's loss when he moved on to the Celtics.
Well said. And we welcome you back. Glad to have you with us as more basketball is on the way. During the break, the players getting refueled with Gatorade. And they're looking amped up and ready to get going once again. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
I just really like what we're seeing from a defensive standpoint, forcing a lot of turnovers with those quick hands.
Yeah, those active hands, Greg, have produced a number of steals early. They've been very aggressive.
They've got Garcia, and it's Roz May in at the 5 spot. And for Las Vegas, I think certainly a key for them in this one, 55% from the field. They've got Ricky Lito, and it's Roz May in at the center. And Garcia kicks to Lito. Plenty of space. The shot is off, and it's Las Vegas the other way. And for Las Vegas, to the wing on the left. No one near him. Again, Las Vegas scores. Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin. Everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
And, guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Lock at 6. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
They get it back. Count that one. He's got 6.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Inside. Las May, the pass to Onuaku. Count the bucket. Here's Diamantidis. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's out of bounds to Las Vegas. They'll retain possession. With this break, let's show you the teams that led the league in assists last year.
I tell you what, if you had to pick one stat, at least on the offensive side of the ball, when you're amongst the league leaders in assists, you're doing a lot of good things. Not just making shots, but you're moving your teammates and you're moving the basketball.
Las Vegas needs to get off a shot. Fires from the wing. No good.
You could tell he assumed he'd be able to beat the defensive coverage, even though it was all over him.
Here's Garcia. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. For Las Vegas, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Pass to Abrinas. Second shot opportunity. And he lays it up and in. He's got 8.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and keep scoring points. Keep it going.
Not a lot you can do as a defense when they keep getting the ball in the paint like this.
There's a screen. Here's Cotton. Out left to the wing. Lito dishes to Garcia. They get it back. Here's Onuaku. There's the killer two-handed slam.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
And I'm not sure if it was text or email, but he definitely threw that one down.
Jason Terry is checked in for Ricky Lito. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Las Vegas.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
They also haven't been afraid to take it. Strong to the hoop early on tonight. I like that.
That's good. Abrines has got 6 in the quarter.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm. Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Gone 2 of 6 in the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Cotton. Kicks it to Johnson. Feeds to Terry. To the inside. Lasme, the pass to Jones. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
Good. He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
Gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Cotton kicks to Jones. Here's Cotton. Picked away. Abrines the pass to Yankunis. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden.
Back to Terry. Kicks it out to Johnson. 5 on the clock. Can't hit, and it's Las Vegas the other way.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Left side, Jones. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
Lots of room, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron. Gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Screen by Jones. Lets it go with a 3. That misses, and he's 0 for 4.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there. And I'm sure he appreciates it.
And a moment here to check out the stats for Terry. How he did last season. 2nd in three-point field goal percentage. 11th in steals. And he also finished in the top 20 of the assist rankings, making plays for others and making his teammates better.
And, you know, going back to what you said, he was runner-up in three-point accuracy last season because no one could get him out of his rhythm.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. Now here's Jackson. Makes it off the glass. Jackson's got 6 points.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
Las Vegas calls timeout.
Yeah, you know what? I think he thinks he can make a few improvements to how things are going on right now.
Yeah, and you know, coaches always are looking for ways to tweak things and change it up a little bit, no matter what the situation is. That's what coaches do.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Ryan's checked in. So it's Las Vegas now. 6-point lead. They'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. Ohio, guarded by Jackson. Here's John Kunis.
Las Vegas foul. Sophocles Skortanitis. That's his first personal foul.
Gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Outside Jackson. Johnson dishes to Orton. On the wing, Jones. Johnson up top. Clock at 4. The feed to Orton. On the wing, Jackson. Fires from 18. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Las Vegas leading by 6. Right outside. They set the pick. And Kobe, here we go. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Kobe's got 13 points. Gone 0 of 3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
And you know, one thing that comes to mind with Kobe is his incredible dedication to winning. I mean, you wonder if that has turned off potential free agents. Maybe he's a bit too competitive, but you know, when you're in the business of competing, hard for me to imagine you can be too competitive.
And he gets the bucket. Jackson's got his 3rd basket of the night. And here's Las Vegas. 6-point game. Bryant. No luck. Good work defensively by Terry. Gone 6 of 12 in the second quarter, right at the 50% mark from the field. Jones kicks to Terry. He dishes. Screen by Jones. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Ohio, guarded by Jackson. And Jones pulls it down.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
The open shot from Jackson releases from the wing and drills it. Jackson's got 10 points.
In the first, he had trouble hitting with any consistency. But here in the second, he's turned it around.
And it's Bryant at the elbow. Fades back, and he gets it to go. He's got 15. Gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. That's going to be over and back, not watching for the line that time. Ohio, the pass to Wright. Poked away. It's stolen by Johnson. And now here's Johnson, the fast break chance. Terry dishes to Jones. And Wright pulls it down. Las Vegas leading by 6. Down low. Here's John Kunis. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. 6 points for him.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
Here's John Kunis. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Jackson with it. Picked up by Bryant. Jones with the screen on Kobe. Screen by Jones. Johnson kicks to Jones. 5 to shoot. Shoots from 12. Again, the miss by Jones.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
And Perry Jones gets the whistle that time. .139 left now here in the second. Passes to Ohio. For the three. It's through for a second basket. He's now 2 for 6.
I'm not sure that was the play they had set up, but it was too good a look to pass him.
Gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Cotton. To the middle. There's the screen. Johnson, that's for 2. The pick gave him all the room he needed, and he knocks down the J.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
They were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
Ohio, the pass to Skortsanitis. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
2 shots.
The first one falls. No good on the second free throw.
As we've gotten closer to halftime, their style has become more and more physical.
Boy, it certainly appears to be the case, Greg. I mean, they've spent a lot of time at the foul line this quarter, and that's the result of attacking the rim and being physical.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
That's been the culprit, the turnovers. I mean, TOs, those kinds of mistakes have really kind of drained their confidence to this point.
Bryant, that's for 2. Will not go. This is off the front iron. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Guys, untidy. You've got to value the possession of the basketball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And here's the fast break. Couldn't score after going the length of the floor. Johnson can't hit. And so we conclude the first half. Las Vegas ahead. They lead by 13. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thank you, Kevin. I've got Kobe Bryant. And Kobe, tell us what's working for you guys defensively right now.
Oh, keeping them out of transition, really. I mean, that's really been the big key this half.
Kobe, we appreciate the time. Gentlemen, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Ernie Johnson along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. The first quarter was all about Kobe Bryant. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 1 rebound. And now, folks, it's just about time for the third quarter to begin. We will see you.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
Good game for Kobe. He has 15 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. They've got Jackson. Johnson out there with Perry Jones. And there's Terry. And it's Loz May in at the 5. Home in the paint. First one falls for him.
Shooting for Las Vegas, Wesley Johnson. At the line for 2.
And Johnson drops them both. Las Vegas leading by 11. Outside Bryant. Down low. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Stephon Lasme. That's his first personal foul.
For Las Vegas, they've gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And so he hits both. With confidence, 50% from the field so far. Now Jackson. There's the pick. Jones kicks to Johnson. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds, Las Vegas takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Las Vegas leading by 13. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Diamantidis, and he gets the bucket. He's got 6.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Outside Jackson. Terry in the corner. Off the pick. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Terry's got his first points of the night.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
And the shot is good. And Las Vegas leads by 15.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Diamantidis, the pass to Kobe. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Jason Terry. Las Vegas shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
2 shots.
No good on that one. And he's good on the second. Jackson with it. 10 points for him. Terry outside. Jones with the screen on Bryant. Terry dishes to Jones. It's off his foot. And the ref's whistling a kick ball. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Oh, took the contact and tried to throw it down over the top, but instead he'll shoot free throws. It's going to be on Kobe Bryant.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one. It's been a great game for Johnson tonight. He's got 11 points, and he has 1 steal to his credit as well.
And Clark, he's just done a great job defensively. That 1 steal doesn't tell the whole story.
Out to the wing. Here's Diamantidis, guarded by Jackson. 3-pointer right, but they recover it. The pass to Diamantidis. Las Vegas again missing.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Shot by Terry, no good.
And another miss. Oof, he's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they had.
Pass to Lasme. Jones in the post. The shot no good, and it's Las Vegas the other way.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
There's the dish to Bryant. Shot left block. That's a basket. He is 8 from the field, 8 of 14.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long. Well, you got to put a body on your man when the shot goes up. That's just fundamental basketball. They're giving up way too many offensive rebounds.
Abrinas is checked in for Bryant. Gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Johnson the screen. The drive by Jackson. Makes the bucket. Now he's got 5 field goals, 5 for 8 in the game.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Here's Lito. Here's Jones. Lito kicks to Johnson. Passes it to Lasme. On the wing, Jackson. Stolen away. Here's Diamantidis. He has 6. There's the pass to Abrinas. Takes the 13-footer and misses it off the right side of the rim. Gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Pass to Lasme. Dishes it to Jackson. Jones in the post. Right's there. Jones, no luck. Las Vegas leading by 17. Abrinas, the pass to Diamantidis. He feeds it to Wright. Passes it to Abrinas. Inside. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. 14 points for him.
Really a good job recognizing the mismatch. Just going up for the shot with that huge height advantage on that possession.
Jackson drives in. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you think his team would have the lead.
The pass to Abrinas. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Las Vegas.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
And also, their second chance points have been a story all night as well. That's just pure effort and hustle.
Gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Jackson kicks to Jones. Back to Jackson. Shot clock at 6 to the right side. Here's Garcia. No good with the triple. Las Vegas leading by 19. Right outside. Here's Diamantidis. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Screen by Jones. Here's Onuaku. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Good possession there, resulting in the easy one down low.
Las Las Vegas calls timeout.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And Las Vegas making a change here. Las Vegas, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field since the third quarter got underway. Diamantidis, the pass to Abrinas. Good on the shot. Abrinas has got 14.
I love the killer instinct he shows right there, exploding to the rim to add to the lead.
And here's Jackson. He's got 14. Screen by Jones. Here's Garcia. They get it back. Las Vegas leading by 19. Here's Diamantidis. He's got 6. Pass to Abrinas. Shot clock at 6. And Onuaku pulls it down. Getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Jackson kicks Toledo. Here's the screen. Goes up off the pick. And he comes off the screen and slams it through.
And a sturdy screen set for him that time. And he doesn't fool around, just straight to the rim for the finish.
No way for his man to get around that one. That's for sure.
No chance, Kevin. I mean, the screen was in the right spot. His feet were set. He would have had to go straight through it. And that's not legal.
And those are two teammates right there working in rhythm. One setting the screen and the other using it to get that separation.
Screen by Jones. Lido, the pass to Onuaku. That's good. He has 6.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Here's Diamantidis, guarded by Jackson. Out left to the wing. Here's Abrinas. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Abrinas has got 16.
Well, you can bet the defense wasn't expecting that kind of razzle-dazzle out of him. But the spin worked like a charm. Perfect.
Pass to Onuaku. There's the pick. Screen by Jones. Left side Jackson. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Here's Jones. Here's Onuaku. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. 8 points for him.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Lido. Takes it off the glass. Lido's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
And % from the field in the third. He kicks it to Lido. To the middle. Here's Abrinas. That's good. It's his 7th made basket in 14 tries.
He's really had their number today.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 14. Screen by Jones. To the inside. Garcia. Got a hand on it. Here's Diamantidis, guarded by Jackson. Plenty of space. Rebounded by Jackson. Getting blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And Garcia kicks to Jackson. Cans it from downtown. Jackson's got 17 now.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
There's the pick. Here's Diamantidis. Score the basket, his 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
He's definitely turned things around in this game. I mean, he was more of a background player in the first half. He's jumped center stage now.
Jackson dishes to Lito. Outside, Garcia. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
Wow, unconscious has he been this quarter. They're riding that hot hand.
Jackson passes to Lito. To the paint, it's deflected. And it's out of bounds to Las Vegas. They'll retain possession.
Still Las Vegas ball.
And they call the 8-second violation. Too much time getting it up court. Here's Cotton. Good if it goes. And the release was before the buzzer. But it's off target. And here at the end of the 3rd quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Las Vegas leads by 19. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the 4th quarter. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Here's Lito. They've got Wright, and it's Bryant in at the 2. Passes it to Lasme. Johnson the screen. Here's Cotton. Fires for 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Lasme, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the put.
And GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow.
Yep, he stayed with it all the way and got his reward at the end.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
The shot by Lito no good.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Feeds to Garcia. Now the pass to Cotton. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Bryant. Now here's Kobe, the fast break opportunity. Lito with the rebound. Lito's got his 4th rebound in this one. Cotton kicks to Garcia. And the 3 off target. Las Vegas leading by 21. Inside. Got a piece of it. They recover it. The shot by Kobe, no good. Gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Garcia passes to Cotton. Kicks it to Lito. In it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Ohio, the pass to Wright. Reyes. He's guarded by Johnson. Reyes. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Stephon Lasme. That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Las Vegas.
And he makes the first.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
Pass to Lasme. To the middle. Here's Garcia. And it falls over the rim and in.
Nice, accurate pass right into the middle.
Las Vegas leading by 19. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Right side, Kobe. He sticks that one in from 20 feet away. Kobe's got 20 points. And speaking of NBA parity, it's impossible to go from last to first in a single year, but it can happen in a 3-year span.
And that's all you really want from a fan's perspective. Hope. To illustrate the parity, all 4 teams in the conference finals from last year were different from the year before.
Reyes, the pass to Ohio. Tries it from 19. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 22 points for Kobe Bryant. Gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Johnson the screen. Cotton kicks to Lito. Garcia against Wright. The jump hook. It's rebounded by Las Vegas.
That's what we call good defense in the paint. Worth it. Weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Wright sets a screen. Passes it to Reyes. Just 5 on the clock. From deep. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
Well, look, league business clearly doing well. Franchises, values are skyrocketing, and a new TV deal kicking in next season as well. It represents the largest expansion of league revenues in history.
Here's Cotton. To the paint. It's intercepted. Left side, Kobe. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Here's Cotton. Down low, here's Samuels. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in.
I've really appreciated their activity in the post today. I mean, their movement down low has been great.
Oh, that's right on the money. They've generated a lot of easy opportunities on the inside.
Right outside. Some nice passing by Las Vegas here. No good on the 3. Gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Lito. Clock at 6. Shoots from the high post. Goes back up. Shot's good by Samuels. Samuels got 4 points in the quarter.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of them.
Well, Steve Kerr and Jason Kidd both coming with no coaching experience over the last few seasons and also having success. I don't know, guys. Maybe we should throw our hat in the ring, but pretty impressive stuff.
That's not for me to do. I've already determined I don't want to coach for a paycheck, even if it is a big one.
Jason Terry is checked in for Ricky Lito. Here's Cotton on the wing. Terry. Almost, but it rolls out. You know, you look at the coaching success for both Jason Kidd and Steve Kerr, both with long playing careers, championship experience on their resumes. Steve, in fact, Clark even had some time in the front office with Phoenix.
And don't forget about his broadcasting career either, Kevin. I mean, I think in both cases, though, you look at these two guys, they were able to come in and have immediate credibility with their teams, and their playing experience, part of their preparation for being coaches.
They set the screen. Shots good by Samuels.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
The shot by Bryant, no good. Gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Now Orton over to the left wing. Cotton kicks to Terry. Connects from three-point range.
It took a long now, though, if he can get going.
Here's Diamantidis. The three. Can't get it to go.
One made three for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Cotton, the pass to Samuels. The feed to Johnson. Orton kicks to Johnson. They set the screen. He dishes it to Orton. Here's Cotton, and it's good with time running down on the shot clock.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Now the dish to Bryant. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for two.
Jason Terry. That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Las Vegas, Kobe Bryant.
The free throw drops for Kobe. And Las Vegas making a change here. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Cotton dishes to Johnson. Pass to Terry, the 17-footer. Here's Horton. No luck, and it's Las Vegas the other way.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense... in his face like that.
Bryant gets a wide open look, gets a very good look and converts. Bryant's got 11 here in this quarter alone.
And in today's NBA, it's all about spacing on offense. It used to be more about finding matchups to exploit. Now it is all about opening up great looks by spreading the floor.
And with great spacing in the NBA, you need great shooting. More than ever, shooting and spacing, Clark, are at a premium in the NBA for teams.
Yeah, well, it starts with point guards being able to break down defenses and get into the lane to create open shots. You want to be able to create space for the point guards to drive, so you need shooters on the wings.
Terry kicks to Roberts. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
You know, there are a lot of bigger power forwards than him in the NBA, but very few that rise up like he can.
And it's out of bounds to Las Vegas. They'll retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
Here's Kobe. Rebound by Roberts. Gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Cotton, the pass to Garcia. Cans the shot from the wing. Las Vegas leading by 17. Down low. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
They set the pick. Terry kicks to Garcia and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
That free throw, no good. That's off as well, so he misses both.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at it.
And he gets it to go.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket. On time and on target.
53% from the field in the fourth quarter. Can't ask for more than that from your offense. Deflects the pass. Here's Cotton. Here's Roberts. That one a little long. Bryant with it. To the inside. Soft touch off the glass.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Here's Cotton. To the left side wing. To the inside. Mujab. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And, you know, for so long, the NBA has had 12-minute quarters. In last year's preseason, they began experimenting with the 10-minute quarters. Players seem to like it, but it would be a huge change philosophically in terms of how the game is played.
And he makes the first. And Clark, with the 10-minute quarters, the players felt like they were fresher during the game. Still, removing 8 minutes from an NBA game does have huge consequences.
Well, we must remember it's being experimented with right now, so keep that in mind. They also talked about shortening the preseason and doing other things to keep players fresher during the year. I like the thought process.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the final quarter. To the left wing. There's the pick. Here's Abrines. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Abrines has got 22 points.
What a big-time mismatch it's been in the post. Where's the defensive adjustment? They're getting housed down there.
Yeah, something's got to change. A double team, maybe a substitution, but this is getting out of hand.
Shot clock at 6. Terry, that's a 2. Drained for 2 points. Terry's got 5 points now this quarter.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Las Vegas.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And that next meeting, Greg, will be their second and final game of the season series, being in opposite conferences. So you bet nobody wants to get swept even in a 2-game season series. So I think the next game will be hotly contested.
And a great team effort, but still, what an individual performance for Bryant. Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
And so he makes both from the line. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The pass to Abrines. Skortsanitis passes to Abrines. "20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Reyes. Second shot opportunity. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
Yeah, you know, it was a real solid performance for them in a lot of areas. I mean, they should be proud of their work tonight.
Here's Cotton. No good. So we see Las Vegas taking the W here. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team, Clark, by far tonight.
No question about it, Kevin. They certainly gave their fans plenty to scream and holler about. This place was rocking. It was on fire. And it only got louder as that lead got bigger.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Kobe, tell us about the mindset of this team tonight and what you hope to accomplish.
Just come out and play well, just play with a lot of energy, execute well, read the defense well, and make unnecessary cuts.
Talent and execution. Kobe, thank you so much. Guys, over to you.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan Player of the Game, Kobe Bryant. Just a monster first quarter of the game. He came out hot and just never cooled down. That boost he gave his team early on, a huge factor.
He shot over 50% from the field in the game, a testament to how hard he worked to always find the best look possible. He was in constant motion. He found those gaps in the D and made the most of his open looks.
Look, how many times have we seen games like this from Kobe? He was the primary option. They needed a bucket, he delivered. His game has evolved in the last few years, but the recipe was working tonight.
And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying good night, and we'll see you again soon, but not soon enough.